Hi there, and welcome to Legal Bits and Bytes for the Back on Track blog. What I'd like to focus on today is how a flexible legal office, a flexible work schedule, can allow you to work in spite of an illness which can, under normal circumstances, totally knock you off balance and prevent you from getting anything done. I say this because this is what I experienced over the past few weeks. As you can see, I'm a bit hoarse. I'm still not quite recovered. My family had the flu. We got the flu approximately 3 weeks ago. Started with my youngest daughter, then went to my next daughter, to me, and then to my husband. And it knocked me off my feet for really almost a week. Same with everyone else in my family. And because none of us got it at the exact same time, what that meant was when my children were sick, they weren't able to go to school. I wasn't able to send them to the after-school childcare that they go to twice a week for 3 hours at a time because they were sick and they couldn't go. So I lost that time to work. I lost a time when they couldn't go to school to work. And I was also unable to work when I was ill and when my husband was ill because I had to take over some of the childcare responsibilities on the days that he normally did it. So essentially, what that would mean if I was working in a 9-to-5 office was that I wouldn't have been able to get anything done. I would have been unable to work from home because I would not have had an office set up here. I wouldn't have had access to the documents that I needed, to the computer files that I needed, to the research books, to the research, to the files, to everything that I need to get work done remotely. However, because I essentially work remotely, I was able to, despite all of these different setbacks, get my work done, get it done by the deadlines, and complete my job. This is the job that I do for Fiondoc and Fiondoc. I also write articles for the Daily Record. I was able to get those done. And I also am the co-author of a book for West, where I'm not working on that right now. But again, when we do the supplements every year, I can do those remotely as well. I can do those wherever I'd like to do them. I don't have an office at West, per se, to do that for that purpose. But I'm digressing a little. My entire career is, I do things remotely. I do them where I want to do them, when I want to do them. And despite this illness, I was able to get my work done. Part of it's because of the way my Fiondoc and Fiondoc is set up. Prior to my even coming on board, they scanned all their documents into the computer system, which makes them a digital office. They can email me whatever documents that I need. So I don't actually need the physical file, although generally I do bring the files home. But the benefits were enormous throughout this illness because, first of all, and this is sort of something people don't think about, I didn't have to go into the office. This was highly contagious. We all had the flu. My husband had been vaccinated, but this strain that's going around was not included in the flu vaccine. So no one is protected locally, and everyone's getting sick. Had I gone into the office, I would have been touching files, touching doorknobs, making everybody ill. I didn't go into the office, so none of that happened. And so the office wasn't hit by the flu. Had I tried to work through it, which is what a lot of us lawyers try to do, eventually the whole office would have been down. And by working at home, I could work when I wanted, where and when I wanted, and I was able to get all the work done that I needed to get done. So that's one of the many benefits of having a home office, and that an illness doesn't stop you in your tracks, and you can get the work done on your own schedule and your own time. So that's something I think employers don't think about, that they ought to give a little more consideration to. This has been Legal Bits and Bytes. Now, go forth and bill.